We did not post a video with Dr. Saccuzzo's thoughts about the February 2025 bar exam. Instead, we simply answered as many emails as we could. This time, Dr. Saccuzzo has asked me to record his thoughts about what's likely on the exam and post it. As always, that's informed by what was tested on the last exam. So in February, he thought it likely that we would see Crim Pro or Civ Pro, wills and trusts, torts, contracts or remedies based in contract, and PR. What candidates faced on the actual exam was Crim Pro, wills and trusts, property, contracts, and PR. So he got 4 of the 5 accurately. He predicted torts, and that did not appear. Instead, property was tested. But what makes predicting likely July subjects more complicated is the fact that that was the disastrous administration where the bar wound up having to provide a retest to, I think it was just over 90 people because of such extreme difficulties with the testing platform. So in that retest, the bar tested California evidence, community property, con law, PR, and remedies in property. Now, it looks very much like what the bar wound up having to do was administer the hypotheticals it had planned to use for this July in that February retest. And that makes figuring out what they're likely to do in this next exam much more complicated. Look at February at the regular test. It leaned heavily into the remedies-based subjects, tested full-blown contracts and property. We thought contracts and torts. We would have expected July to be more heavily the constitutional law-based subjects, but that appeared in the retest. So now what do we expect for July? Of course, the easiest one is PR, so that's listed as number 5 there. What else? We think remedies in the area of torts or a full-blown torts. Business associations, more likely corporations than not. Community property, contracts, or remedies in contract. Perhaps UCC. But notice that doesn't include one of the constitutional law subjects. So Dr. Saccuzzo's wild card is that one of those may be replaced by either Civ Pro or federal evidence. Those who've taken a course with us know that we divide the bar into 4 smaller bars in terms of preparation, and we begin with those remedies-based subjects, contracts, torts, property, and full-blown remedies. And then we move into the constitutional law-based subjects, including criminal law, criminal procedure, evidence, and constitutional law. The essays on the California bar virtually always include a PR essay and at least one from each of those 2 groups, the remedies-based and the constitutional law subjects. Of course, you have to prepare for them all, but it's easier if you break them into groups like that, which is why we ask people to learn all the remedies-based subjects first, and we simulate a day of bar testing using only those subjects. Then we ask people to learn the constitutional law subjects as a group, and we do a day of simulated bar testing on just those subjects, and we move on from there. The California Supreme Court has ordered that the July exam be administered live in person, so you'll all be at test centers. If you prepare all of the subjects in the way I've just described, you'll be prepared for anything that comes at you and be able to deal with any glitches with your computer or the test platform. We wish you the best.